So this is day 4 post-op, and I'm basically explaining that this is the first time me leaving the hospital itself, staying on the grounds, but just doing a little walk to get the blood flowing down to my new parts, because the day after, on the 5th day, is when the catheter and the packing comes out. So I wanted to get a bit of fresh air, get a bit of blood flowing around my body, my lovely pee in a bag. Not the most pleasant, but we do what we got to do. A 5 post-op, and I just had my catheter removed. So the nurse come in, 6 o'clock in the morning. Morning, morning. It's time for meds, and I need to take the catheter out. I'm like, still asleep. Then as soon as I heard catheter out, I was like, no, please, can we do it later? She was like, no, it needs to happen now. So I had to spread my legs, and she released this fluid, which is like a balloon in my bladder. Released that so it gets smaller, so then a small tiny pipe can get pulled out. And I closed my eyes. I did not watch because I just felt a bit of discomfort. The pain was about 5 out of 10 for about 30 seconds, if not even 30 seconds, about 15 seconds. And she was like, it's done, look. And I opened my eyes, and then she was like holding a tube. I was like, oh, it literally just feels like a really bad pee. Imagine you've got a UTI and you're going for a wee. That's all. It's like, it's bad in the moment, but after it's not that bad. I'm scared because after breakfast they're removing the packing, so I don't know what time breakfast is. So around like 8-9 o'clock in the morning, they're gonna remove my packing, and then I've got to start dilating and exploring down there with my hand. So plenty of updates to come today. Very busy day, so make sure you stick around. The biggest update I've had post-op. I just had my pack removed from my vajayjay, and I just dilated for the first time, and let me tell you, it was an experience. Luckily, I had Natasha, House of Deville, if you know her on TikTok, absolute icon. I had her with me all morning, and it helped so much. I don't think I would have got through it by myself. So going in strong with how did the pack coming out feel? I can't really describe how it feels, and you won't really understand the feeling unless you go through it yourself. It's very uncomfortable. I passed out for about 20 seconds. Very uncomfortable, very ow, ow, ow. It's just a weird sensation, and you'll never experience that sensation in your life again, I don't think. And then come dilation. So before dilation, you have to sit in the birthing position with your legs up, and then you get a glove on, and then you put your finger with the entrance and make sure you know where you're putting your dilator, and, you know, get into grips with what's down there. And then you get your dilator, put it in, leave it there for 20 minutes, and the nurses do like help you step by step through this. You're not just left with the dilator and, you know, left to your own devices. They help you step by step, because you have to get the maximum depth for 20 minutes. The feeling of dilation is like you're having a big poo. It's like there's a big poo inside, which it is a strange feeling. And I was so scared that I was going to rip something down there or break my vajayjay. It was so scary. Luckily, not a lot of blood after dilation, not a lot of blood. I went for a wee about 30 minutes after dilation, and I did bleed a little bit when I was weeing, but not a lot of blood with dilation, and that's a good sign. That's a very, very good sign. I've got 2 more dilations to do today, and my first shower, which I'm looking forward to. After dilating, normally you are meant to like douche, so put water up there, clean all the lubricant out, but I don't do that on my first dilation. I have to chill in bed for an hour. So yeah, I'll let you know how my other dilations go and how my first shower goes. I can't wait to shower. So just to come back on, I filmed that section earlier, and now this section's about a few hours on. I had to douche, and that was a fucking experience. I stood in the bath and cried. I had my 5th mental breakdown of the day. Honestly, this process is so tough. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's so easy. No, it's fucking difficult. It's so tough. Douching was difficult because I couldn't get it in at first, and I didn't want to like force just in case, you know, anything ripped. And then I started bleeding from my stitches, so it was just a whole ass process. So I wasn't gonna do this video, but I really thought it's important to do this video. So I spent a good part of an hour on the phone to one of my close friends, crying my eyes out. This process has been so fucking hard today, so mentally fucking draining. It's so difficult, like, especially for somebody with autism. Like, it's such a new routine, such a new, like, you know, and you've got to be so careful. And yeah, like, I just want to share that this process, even though like in 3 months time I'm going to be the happiest girl alive, I'm going to be on top of the world, I just wanted to share that, you know, the hospital isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It isn't all easy going, you know, smooth sailing. Granted, the pain hasn't been what I expected. It's like less than I expected. But the whole staying in hospital for 7 nights, the whole dilation today, the whole douching, it is a lot. And now I've got to do this 3 times a day for the next 3 months. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to come on and just show the not so pretty side of things and say, like, it's okay if, like, if you're a trans girl watching this and you're in hospital, or you're going to hospital, or you're having one of these moments, or even you're out of hospital and you're dilating at home and you're having this moment, like, it's okay. It's okay to cry. It's like, sorry, I had to cut off. Oh, don't, I'll have to cut off again in a minute. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel like depressed. It is, but just keep in your mind what your end goal is. My end goal is being able to just feel comfortable, to strut my shit down the beach in the skimpiest bikini and feel on top of the world, to just look at myself in the mirror when I'm all healed and just see what I want to see in my mind, that what my mind knows should be there, if that makes sense. But right now it's hard. It's so fucking hard. And if I didn't have the great support network I have around me, I don't know how I would have got through it. So if I give one tip, make sure you have a good support network. That doesn't have to be family. If your family don't support you, fuck them. Literally, fuck them. Luckily, you know, my family do support me. My mum was in hospital the other day with me. My dad support me. My nan, my gran, everyone supports me. But even so, the most people that I've had support, like I felt the support from, is my friends. Even my partner. You know, there's sometimes I don't want to call up my partner crying because I don't want to put the added stress onto him, because this whole process is stressful enough for him as it is. You know, so definitely have people around that you can call, that you can rely on, because that's gonna pull you through.